Previous class, we started how microscopic organisms are useful for human beings, how they were producing useful products in household products, everyday life. And in that first part, that is preparation of curd from the milk, we have completed. The reason for the formation of curd is partial degradation of milk protein casein by the activity of lactic acid bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria, I have given example, Lactobacillus acidophilus. It consists of lactase enzyme which converts the lactose of milk into lactic acid. Then lactic acid act upon the milk protein casein, partially degrade it. Here partially degradation means it is going to form coagulated form of milk which is called curd and watery form of milk. Here coagulated form of milk, the more the coagulation, the more the semi-solid nature of the curd. And curd is better than milk in various aspects. Nutritional quality is more than the milk because vitamin B12 is present in curd, and later it is having anti-mutagenic properties, anti-cancerous biochemical activity, and also it is responsible to check, to stop the growth of other microscopic organism in our stomach, in our body especially. So because of this, first one, curd preparation, which is the oldest process of fermentation by lactic acid bacteria, Lactobacillus acidophilus. L. acidophilus. Second, food items, household products, food items like idli or dosa preparations. So idli dosa preparation, what we are doing here, here also the activity of bacteria and the process of fermentation is noticed. Idli dosa can be prepared by mixing rice plus black gram. Rice and black gram soaked in water and kept overnight. So soaked, both are mixed with water, they were kept overnight. In the evening or 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock they will start. Next day morning. So overnight means next day morning, what happens? By the activity of Leuconostoc and Streptococcus. These are the two types of bacteria which act on these rice and black gram. They convert, they show fermentation. So my dear students, fermentation process we have studied in first year syllabus, where glucose after a chemical reactions of 10 by glycolysis, it produces pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid undergoes two steps: decarboxylation, removal of carbon dioxide to form acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is reduced by using NADPH2 present in the glycolysis. reduced to ethyl alcohol. So this is the process of fermentation: decarboxylation and reduction. Glycolysis, decarboxylation and reduction ultimately leads to the release of carbon dioxide along with ethyl alcohol, which will evaporate during the process of fermentation. So by the fermentation, the next day morning we can use this dough. The dough, the more the carbon dioxide evolved, the more the porous in nature. Whenever we are putting in the dosa, when dosa is becoming heating, it forms various pores. This pores is nothing but the alcoholic concentration is evaporating. Whenever it is evaporating, holes are formed. So here, the fermentation process, idli and dosa, they have not given in the textbook these two names, leuconostoc and streptococcus. They have not given this also. Please make a note: rice and black gram, because of leuconostoc fermentation process, where during fermentation, release of CO2 and evaporation of ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol, which results in the household products. Early morning can be taken as breakfast. Towards breakfast, these two food items are used: glucose to pyruvic acid to acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde to ethyl alcohol. Now, in the same way, preparation of bread from the dough also includes third household product is preparation of bread from the dough, D-O-U-G-H. Dough means the flour, wheat flour. Here dough means rice and black gram dough, bread from the dough. Dough or the flour of wheat flour. Here dough is nothing but wheat flour kneaded. Kneaded means pressed by mixing with salt and water, all these things. It was pressed and made in the form of a soft ball-like structure. Wheat flour kneaded. After this, add this fungi which is called yeast. This yeast is a unicellular fungi, and the yeast or the fungi which is used during the preparation of bread is well known, called Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So Saccharomyces cerevisiae is the name of the fungus or yeast which is unicellular. It is used for the preparation of bread, that is baking industry. So it is called baker's yeast. My dear students, one more question. Generally, what is baker's yeast? Which organism is considered as baker's yeast? Why it is called baker's yeast? Because in the production of bread by a process called fermentation, where same process, whenever wheat flour is kneaded and yeast is added, this undergoes a process called leavening process. leavening. Leavening process means fermentation is going on and carbon dioxide will be released, ethyl alcohol will be evaporated. Leavening, after the leavening process, the leavened bread is baked. So finally, soft, porous, spongy bread. Finally, soft, porous, spongy bread is prepared. Here, the concept of leavening and baking also nothing but fermentation, because yeast consists of preparation of bread from the dough, which same fermentation process, same liberation of carbon dioxide, same production of ethyl alcohol which can be evaporated. The more the carbon dioxide released, the more the soft and porous bread is. The more, so leavening, here what is happening? In the fungus, yeast, it is having three different types of enzymes. Three enzymes are responsible in the production of bread from the wheat flour. They are amylase, maltase, zymase. Amylase act on the starch present in the wheat flour, act on the starch and convert it into amylase, act on the starch, convert it into maltose. So starch is converted into maltose. Maltase acts on the maltose. Maltase acts on the maltose and convert it into glucose. See, my dear students, carefully. Wheat consists of starch. Amylase acts on the starch and convert the starch into maltose. Maltase act on the maltose and convert it into glucose. Zymase act on the glucose, convert to produce carbon dioxide and ethyl alcohol. So release of carbon, so process of fermentation. Process of fermentation. This process of leavened bread is baked, and hence the porous and soft nature of the bread can be seen. So these three enzymes are responsible for preparation of bread. So in the baking industry, the most useful microscopic organism is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is called baker's yeast. It is nothing but unicellular fungi. The process where bread rises, the dough is rising its levels by losing the carbon dioxide is called leavening process. So bread preparation. Third, household product. Fourth, various microscopic organisms are used in the production of traditional drinks in various regions of Indian, what we call traditions. Different traditional drinks are there in different areas of Indian continent. So here traditional drinks like toddy is prepared from the sap of phloem sap of palm trees, where you might have seen in the villages, wherever palm trees are there, to the palm trees sometimes you might have observed small pots are hanging. Small pots are hanging. These pots are having white colored, alcoholic, non-pathogenic, sedative drink. This is taken by some people or at the time of some celebrations which are called traditional celebration towards the jatre, what we call the traditional chariot pulling, the traditional Shakti goddess, Durga Ma, for the preparations or village goddesses preparation, Bonali functions. They used to take togetherly all the people of a particular family and many families. They will make the dances and all these things. So traditional drink like toddy is prepared from the sap of palm trees, is produced by fermentation of microbes. By microscopic organisms. And various types of foods, fermentation of fish, which is a well-known process, fish curry, where fermented curry, taste and flavor based upon the time for fermentation. So if you go to some parts of South India, especially in Tamil Nadu, they will cook fish today, but today they are not going to eat. Tomorrow they will eat because it undergoes fermentation process. In the same way, in some parts of the Andhra Pradesh, where East and West Godavari districts were there, that is famous. They used to call it as Konasima fish curry, a specialized food item. It is costly and tedious time-taking process, and people will be waiting for such fermented product in the form of lines by giving orders to the people, the cook, who are going to cook this. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days fish is more costlier. So they will keep fish in a pot for fermentation and they will put the tag, so and so date, so and so person who has ordered it. After 3 days, after 2 days, after 1 day, so the more the number of days, the more the process of fermentation. The taste is different. So fermentation of fish, these microscopic organisms are used. In the fermented soybean sausages, soybean, with the help of soybean sauce are produced, soups. These Soya bean sausages are nothing but fermented foods. It is soya bean sauces called temph, a food preparation of Indonesia people. With the help of soya bean sauce, they prepare the traditional drink temph, Indonesia. Tofu, T-O-F-U, T-E-M-P-H, temph, Indonesia. Tofu is a drink, sausage, soup, Japan people. Sufu, S-U-F-U, a traditional drink. They used to take this sausages, China people, Chinese. So different countries, they were having different their drinks. They were preparing by fermented food meat, fermentation process. Again, some of the parts and regions of Indian continent, that is especially in northeastern Indian regions, northeastern regions of India, especially Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Sikkim, Tripura, Nagaland. So a different northeastern states are there. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Sikkim, Tripura, Nagaland. These are the areas which comes under northeastern regions. In these northeastern regions, there is a specialized food. That specialized food is called bamboo shoots. Tender bamboo shoots are used in the preparation of traditional food. Various types of regions here, so many tribal people are there, so many different communities are there, like Gurkha community, various Nagas, Budos, Assamese. So each and every community people in that specific area, they were having some specialized food which is prepared from bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots, the bamboo shoots, bambusa, balkova, bambusa, tulda. So these are the genera bambusa. Our bamboo, which is used as for sticks or for our manufacturing items or for the flute instruments, that is bambusa arundaraceae. So in our state, we are not using these. This is a specialized food item, traditional food item. They used to take the tender shoots of the bamboo, of balkava, tulda, some other species are there. They will prepare from these shoots a food which is maybe in the form of pickles, maybe in the form of liquid items, solid items, because they consist of enormous amount of protein, fiber, various minerals. So because of their nutritional quality and value, bamboo shoots are used as traditional food items in some parts of our country, that is not eastern, southern parts of the country, toddy. Southern parts of the country, fermentation fit. Southern parts of the country. So like that, here, and the name of these, Soidon, Soidum, Soijin. What are these? These are the names of the food items. How we are having various pickles, how we are having various food items, pasta, what we call that, burger, pizza, how we are having different food items here. Like that, in those areas, these are called traditional foods. Soidon, Soidum, Soijin. So, bamboo plants, they were cooked in such a way. Along with the vegetables, they were cooked and eaten like curries with various other food items. So, the process here is preparation of bamboo shoots as food items traditionally is nothing but fermentation. Different specific microscopic organisms are acting on them. And here, fermentation of fish, fermentation of, remember in the textbook they have given fish underline, soybean sausages underline, bamboo shoots, 3 items. Remember the northeastern regions that comes under Himalayan region. Himalayan or nearby Himalayan. People who are living in those areas. Some type of traditional. So finally, cheese. Oldest food item of human being. So human at the time of his civilization, approximately thousands of years ago, that is, it was given 8,000 years ago, human being has developed a habit of preparing the cheese and consuming the cheese as his food item because of its texture, flavor, taste, and nutritional value. What is this? Cheese is pressed and ripened milk curd is called cheese. Cheese so whenever various types, 2000 varieties of cheese are available world over. So imagine 2000 approximately varieties of cheese are used and available throughout the world. Nearly 2000 varieties of cheeses. So cheese is one of the oldest food item. The preparation, different types of preparations are there. They used to take the milk and mix the milk with lemon water or lemon juice. After that, boil it. So for about half an hour after the boiling, it forms coagulation of milk in the form of curd, and water. The water which is present after the formation of curd is called whey water. This whey water will be removed, and this coagulated curd is kept on a smooth cloth and pressed. Later, to this curd, we are adding various types of bacteria or fungi. Depends upon the bacteria or microscopic organism used. The texture of the cheese depends upon. The flavor of the cheese depends upon. Taste of the cheese. So, different microbe which is used, different texture, different flavor, different taste. They have given this sentence, my dear students. Underline, make a note of this. The texture, flavor and taste of the cheese depends upon the type of microbe used in the process. The texture, flavor depends upon type of microbe used. It means, what does it mean, sir? The texture means structure, appearance of the cheese in the form of small pieces or large pieces. The flavor, different flavors, different taste based upon the need of the requirement of the people. So here, generally, cheese, Swiss cheese, Swiss cheese, first one. Roquefort, ROQUI, Roquefort cheese. Camembert cheese. So I have given you only 3. So many are there. I have mentioned 2000 varieties, different organisms. So Swiss cheese is because of bacteria, activity of bacteria. A bacterium called Propionibacterium shermani. Most important 1 mark question, or in any competitive examination from 2014 they are asking alternative years. Bacterium called Propionibacterium shermani, MANII. You have to write it on a paper and practice it 2-3 times orally. Oral drilling requires to remember. Propionibacterium shermani, underline this. This is a bacteria. The cheese prepared by this bacteria is called Swiss cheese, and the texture means structure, large holes in this cheese is because of liberation of large amounts of CO2. So fermentation process only. Bacteria, the process of fermentation where CO2 will be liberated in large amounts, large holes will be formed. It has its own texture, it has own its taste and flavor. Depends upon the microbe involved here is bacterium. Bacteria, underline. Roquefort cheese, last sentence of that paragraph to the best of my knowledge. Roquefort cheese is another cheese by the activity of a fungi, because of fungi called Penicillium roqueforti. Penicillium roqueforti. A characteristic, a group of fungi, Penicillium roqueforti. Here it is bacteria, here it is fungi. Underline fungi in the last sentence of that paragraph. A specific fungus, roqueforti, roquefort cheese, camembert cheese, because of fungi. Penicillium camemberti. So, out of the 3 types of cheese given here, 2 are because of fungi, 1 is because of bacteria. Propionibacterium shermani, Penicillium roqueforti. In the book they have not given this, maybe roquefort cheese they have given fungi. But its genus name is Penicillium roqueforti, Penicillium camemberti. 2 different cheeses, 2 different species of the same genus. Remember that. So these are a tabular form of various types of microscopic organisms which are used to produce useful products in our household activities, household products. In one way or other way, all peoples may be using or not, but various people, various times, periods, they will use definitely. Either for preparation of curd compulsory, somebody may compulsory, they may take cheese, somebody may be enjoying always to take traditional drinks, maybe enjoying bread. So the most important, if they ask this as a 5-mark question, this is what I have explained for the process of competitive examination, all the names, all the different classes. But for PUC as a 5-mark question, that paragraph which is specified in the textbook in the form of points. For 1 point, curd preparation, lactic acid bacteria responsible for. Curd is better than the, because of vitamin B12, it checks the disease. Second, dosa idli fermentation. Third, bread, process of baker's yeast. Fourth, toddy plant, toddy palm plant. Like that, 6 or 7 points, you can finish the 5-mark question, long answer type of questions. No need of writing all. It is for the understanding of the student, for the remembrance of the student, by surrounding the surface area of the subject, not deeper layers, surface area of the. If a question comes is what is meant by soya bean sauce, sir? You should have idea. A sauce prepared from soya bean in different countries with different names. Now, uses of microscopic organism on large scale production in the form of industrial. Use of microscope to produce industrial products. Microscopic organism used to produce industrial products. Industrial means large scale production. And here, what are those industrial products which are prepared in large scale by using microbes? Industrial products. So, first one, beverages. Second one, antibiotics. According to the NCERT book. So, beverages are the products, useful products which are produced by activity of microscopic organism. On industrial scale means large scale. Large mass, large scale production, it requires large vessels called fermenters, which we have studied, bioreactors, similar to beverages. antibiotics to produce in large quantities. It requires large vessels called fermenters, where fermentation process, reactions of fermentation occurs. One more questions. What are fermenters? And what happens in a fermenter? Fermenters are the large vessels where fermentation reacts. Why? To produce large quantities of biomass, useful products. What are those large quantities? Like beverages and antibiotics. So first, beverages. Generally, beverages are alcoholic or non-alcoholic, less alcoholic drinks, less alcoholic or more alcoholic. Drinks produced by the activity of a fungi same used in bread preparation. So what is that used in bread preparation? Saccharomyces cerevisiae, by the activity of a fungi, by the activity of a fungi, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. But there we used to call it as baker's yeast, because in the baking industry it is used for the production of breads, biscuits, vagera vagera. But here same fungus is used, but beverages, brewers industry, brewers and distillers. Here this fungi is called brewer's yeast. Here it is called brewer's yeast. What are the terms associated with baker's yeast and brewer's yeast? Baker's yeast is associated with the bread preparation. Brewer's yeast associated with the alcoholic beverages preparation. But in both the cases, the same fungi called yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is used. And what is its activities are? We will see antibiotic later. Beverages. Here, the fungi act on cereal malts and fruit juices. Malted food materials, cereal malt, rye malt, potato malt, molasses malt, rice malt. So various types of grains are malted, and after that we will drop this yeast to prepare various types of drinks. The process is called fermentation, large scale production of fermentation. A continuous process. Cereal malts and fruit juices are used in the preparation of ethanol. Ethanol. Underline, it is given in the textbook clearly. And the type of raw material used. Most important statement type of question. Based on the type of based on the type of raw material used and type of processing. Here, remember, type of raw material, just now I explained, I announced cereal malts, juicy malts, rye malt, molasses malt, potato malt. So various raw materials for specific drinks. Molasses to produce rum, cereal malts to produce whiskey, some other grains and fruit juices to produce brandy and wine. So various types of potato malt for vodka. Like that, based on the type of raw materials used and for every method of process, type of processing. Here processing means it is of two types, with distillation, without distillation. Without distillation, first one. So it is a type of processing. Or with distillation. So here without distillation means less alcoholic concentration, and those items are called beer, wine, etc. etc. Beer, alcoholic drink, less alcohol concentration. Wine, less alcoholic concentration. Examples. Various types are here based upon the raw material used. Lager beers, strong beers, light beers. With distillation, alcoholic concentration more, less alcohol. Here whiskey, brandy, rum, gin, vodka, etc. More alcohol concentration. More alcohol concentration. So based upon the type of raw materials used and based upon the processing type, whether it is a without distillation or with distillation, the type of alcoholic drink is different. So industrial products, there is no requirement of studying the process of fermentation here, how they were formed, what is malt, what is that, what is, all these things are not required. Even in the books if they have given, it is not required. If anybody wants to, you can study for understanding, otherwise no need. Antibiotics. So we'll see in the next class. Antibiotics, whatever lesson you are listening, whatever part, maybe it is one paragraph or 1 page or 2 pages, thorough. By the evening you will be thorough, next day you will be free from. If anything is there, such thing to ask, you can ask me, you can call me or you can send me message. You prepare from the textbook and thoroughly, don't waste your time, because time is that much valuable and this is the sensitive time without going outside of the house. Be safe. Take care of you. All the best.